Well, what's up, guys? It is Wednesday, April 22nd. Good morning. Or if you're on the other side of the planet, good night. I don't know. Whatever it is there. How's it going? Hope you guys are all doing good. Haven't streamed in a few days. This quarantine thing is weird. I've been going to bed super late. We've been just staying up extra late. My wife feeds the baby and we stream some stuff, and then it's like, oh my gosh, 12 o'clock already? So, needless to say, my day's been starting later and later, and it's messing up my schedule. So, I've been trying to work when I can, and if I feel like I'm starting too late, I kind of just have to forget about it and just get to work so I can get the most out of my day. Because our kids still go to bed at the same time, and all the other stuff stays the same, but so it just kind of messes up the schedule. Or as others will say, the schedule. What's up, Nighthawk? How you doing, brother? I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So, today I have page 17 that I have roughed out. Yesterday I roughed out page 16. Here's the rough for page 16. This is our intro to Jason, the main protagonist. So we're kind of going to check him out. So that is page 16, and then you probably can't see it yet, but I will be inking this up. This is page 16 or 17, excuse me, with the blue lines, and got a little action going on. So there you go. Mike McMahon. Yeah, get to work. Crack the whip. That's right. Shadow Sentry, page 17. Cool. Thank you for sharing it out, Nighthawk. I appreciate it, man. Mike McMahon, hope you're doing good, brother. You're probably working yourself, aren't you? So I saw that you, Mr. Mike McMahon, are going to be working on Graveyard Shift number 3. How awesome is that? I saw that on one of the campaigns. So that's awesome, man. Congrats. That's super cool. So, all right, let me get to work. So my gooseneck broke on Monday too, so that kind of stunk. But I did duct tape it, and it seems to be holding. So I ordered a new one, but thank God for duct tape. My gooseneck is working, and I should be able to record what I'm doing here. So let's get going. Hopefully you guys can see everything okay. Hopefully the lighting is all right. Well, let's do this. So I'll be inking this, and it will show up better as we go. I do need to do panel 1. I kind of didn't rough that out yet, but so yeah. So let's go, and let me pull this up on my phone so I can see your guys' comments as we go. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. Tell me what's going on in your world, and I'll tell you what's going on in mine. Where's YouTube? There's YouTube. All right. Do. Live. Mike McMahon. I am? Yeah, dude. I totally read that on the Graveyard Shift thing. Oh, that was weird. I saw like a bug fly across the screen on my phone. I will let me go see if I could find it, brother. I'm gonna roll over to my other computer screen real quick, and I'm gonna check it out. Let me see if I can find it. All right. Cause now since I said it, I better validate. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So I read it wrong. Hold on. Let me bring this over here real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on a second. So it says
I read it wrong. It says, blah, blah, blah. And finally, a special prologue leading us towards Volume 3 by Graveyard Shift creator, writer Mark Polton and artist Mike McMahon, featuring Mike S. Miller's Lone Star. So somehow I read that Volume 3 by Grave Shift creator, Mark Polton and artist Mike McMahon. So I just misread that. But supplemental books, and this is from the Graveyard Shift #2 campaign on Indiegogo. Supplemental book features stories written by talent search winners Cal Jamieson and Von Klaus, with art by Render Contender and Todd Mulrooney. 3 stories, 60 pages in all, with an epilogue for Volume 2, 20-page introduction to a new villain, Killer 99, and finally a special prologue leading us towards Volume 3 by Graveyard Shift creator Mark Polton and artist Mike McMahon, featuring Mike S. Miller's Lone Star. So there you go, that's where I read that. Sorry about that. Probably got you all excited and you're like, what? You kidding me, man? So sorry about that. My bad. Alright, let me put my camera back up here. I read it too fast. Alright. Share my camera. Crap, now I can't reach the button. Boop. There we go. Nope, that didn't work. What the heck? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we're all caught up. Sorry about that. How are you, Mike? Nighthawk Warrior asks. Alright, so let me pause this. Thank you, Nighthawk, for sharing that out. I appreciate that, man. And Humphrey Bear's in the house. What's going on? Okay, so let me get to work here. Turn this off. Sleep. Okay. All right. So let me show you what I'm working on here. This is, again, this is the rough for page 17. You can kind of see the blue lines a little bit. So I still need to pencil panel 1. And what's going on basically is we're in a, my command says, I'm tired. Spent the last couple of days moving boys' bedrooms around and moved my studio upstairs with wife's studio. Oh, wow. All right. You would be tired from that. So we're in a detention center. That's where we find Jason and this crew. All right, come over here to page 16. This little crew decides they want to start picking on this dude. So they take his iPod or whatever, start messing with him. And he's like, if you want it, you got to take it, man. And so Jason over here sees what's going on. He's not happy with it. He hates punks and bullies. So he steps over. And so we'll see the kids still picking on the dude. We got the security guard who's like, hey, knock it off over there. And he doesn't really care. He's on his phone. And then the iPod or whatever falls out of his hand. And I was going to have this kind of progression of the iPod bouncing. But I think the page will read better if that's not there. And you just kind of go this way. So, because otherwise you have to go this way and then back that way. And then back over here. So I think it'll read better just without that. And so here we have Jason picking it up. Big dude comes over. And he's going for it. And then boom! Headbutts him right in the face. And he's like, oh man, I'm sorry. But he's not really sorry. He's like, I just did that on purpose, brother. But, so anyway, there you go. So that is what I'm working on. So, still have to do panel 1, but you know what? I'm going to start going to town on this with my ballpoint pen. Yeah, speaking of studios, I moved my office into my daughter's room, but now that we have the new baby, and it's a girl, I'm going to have to move all my stuff out of here so my daughter can have her room back, and new baby Emma Lynn can have a room. So I'm kind of sad, but yeah,
yeah, and it's not going to happen right away. It'll take some time, but I will be moving eventually. I've enjoyed my time here. This wonderful big room. I'm going to have to go back to my closet. The other room we were in, it was kind of like a carport at one time, and then they actually just enclosed it, and so it has a really nice walk-in closet. And the previous owner had a kind of like a little office in there. They had a nice corner desk and all that stuff, and so that's my room. But basically, I have a swivel chair, and I can, I'm sitting at my drawing table, and then I turn around, and there's my bookshelf and all my, reference stuff. So basically, I have enough room to walk in, sit down, and swivel around, and that's pretty much it. So it's not a whole lot of room, but it's something. So eventually, I'm going back in there. Unless we figure something else out. We'll see. We shall see. And I have ink on my ruler. Smearing. Get that off. So my desk is getting cluttered with all this origami stuff. My kids are having a good old time on YouTube finding out all this cool origami stuff you can build. So my oldest son is building all these boxes, and then the youngest ones are making all these hearts because they're pretty easy. So my son made me one like real fast, and I was like, oh wow, that's like a perfect heart. And then of course you got the hammer. You got a hammer here. And then this one's kind of cool. This is it's an emoji thing, and then you fold it and make like new emojis. I have no idea what that one is. What's this one? Did I do that one already? So anyway, you can make different emojis by folding the paper. It's kind of, there you go. So that's been keeping my kids busy. That's been fun. And of course, they make 1 million and they're like, here, you can have 5 and 10 and here's some more, Daddy. Oh, thanks, son. I need some more origami. No, but it's really sweet. And if your kids ever give you anything, just remember, man, they don't have a lot to give. So whatever they give is like all they have when it comes to their stuff. They don't have a lot. And when they make you something, it's very special. But I just have so much stuff. It's like I have too much special going on. I need to downgrade my special. I can show you. I've got Lego spaceships. This is my youngest son. It's pretty cool. I got the Duplo Legos going on here. Oh yeah. I've got lots of special. Now this is cute though. Check that out. My daughter did that. That's Annabelle, and I don't know who she's walking with. Maybe Cole, the younger. My oldest son is about her height, so that probably wouldn't be him. So that's pretty cool. She's a pretty good artist. So lots of stuff. But after a while, it's hard to find space for it all. I'm just saying. Okay, so lots of hands on this page. Lots of hands. Hands and faces, very important for the artist. So I got this hand here. The thing's getting knocked out. But I struggle with, hands are kind of difficult for me. Sometimes, depends on the day. But and then also clothing, like drawing folds of clothing and stuff, that kind of, it's hard to make it look natural for me. So I gotta work at it, here's this hand. Do. Shay, what's up? Hey, Eric. I can't stick around, but subbed and threw you a like. Thank you so much. Awesome. Keep being awesome, Brosef. Will do. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Very cool. I'm just drawing, doing the drawings. But thank you. And I was on with Shay. She did an interview last week. I forget the day. Oh yeah, it was last Friday at 10 a.m. So if you guys haven't checked it out, please do so. Nighthawk Warrior. So Mike, what comic are you working on? Is it Graveyard Shift with John Malin? No, he's not. That was a false alarm. But he is doing something with Mark Polton. And it sounds like, is it an epilogue in Graveyard Shift number 3? Or is it, oh, there's also a supplemental book. So it could be in the supplemental book. But tell us, and please clear up the false news, fake news that I'm spreading. So he is working on USA Assassin, which was like a extra add-on thing with Graveyard Shift. So I think it was like a stretch goal, I think is what Mike said, and they hit it. So, but he's on book 2. It's a supplemental book. Yeah, there you go. But USA Assassin is its own book, and he is on that. Oops. Oh wow, Mike McMahon is. Did I make you a mod? How did I do that? Wow, everybody in here is a mod. How did I do that? Oh, that's right. I made Mike a mod way back, and I didn't really even know who he was at the time, but Mike got modded, and see, it's a good thing, because Mike's awesome. I was like, everybody in here is a mod. How did that happen? Except Shay. Shay's not a mod. But I was going mod happy the one day, and everybody got modded, so. Alright, so there's the one hand. The fingernails. Yeah, it's an okay fingernail. I like Jim Lee, how he does hands, because they're so simple. They look like worms. Just worms. Chunky, stubby worms, and then you got your fingernail. Like, it's very, like, simple. Worm-like. But, yeah. Then you got your Joe Mad, like, fingers and stuff, and they're all, like, bulbous and bubbly and cool looking. But that's more of a, like, a manga style, I feel like. So I kind of do, like, a combination. I don't know. I kind of like the bulbousy, like, knuckles and stuff, but I try not to go too crazy. Eric, any new side projects besides Shadow Sentry, or perhaps more Shadow Sentry stories for future issues? The Blue Wrench group. Yeah, really. Yeah, definitely, you know, lots of stuff for future issues. Actually, what pen am I using? I found a pen that was left in our van, and it's probably been sitting in there in the heat. So this pen is being a little funky on me. I don't know if I like this pen. Let me go find another pen. It's not working for me. It's kind of chunky, but I will be right back, and I will answer your question, Nighthawk. But read Mike McMahon's comment. Okay. McFarlane said fingers are like peanuts linked together. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. Volume 2 of USA Assassins, 8 pages away from being done art-wise, and then I'll start Volume 3. Heck yeah, keep going, keep going. So, Nighthawk, I have a commission that I just got from a guy. He contacted me a while ago. I met him at a convention, and he had this grand idea of doing him and his wife at a cigar lounge, and they are talking with Stan Lee, and Stan Lee is like kind of telling them a story, and then also they're surrounded by a whole bunch of, you know, Avengers and stuff. So, but it's going to be a bigger commission. It's going to be 12 by 18, and then fully inked, fully colored, but I'm doing marker color, so it's going to be all original. So that is going to take me probably well, if I could do it in a week I will, but you know, could be a week or more. So just got to figure out when I'm going to fit it in my schedule. So yeah, that's besides Shadow Sentry. I do have that, and then I have another commission that it's kind of been on hold because I had the baby. But it's like a guy needs a artwork logo for his, like he does ATVs and that kind of stuff. A lot of the desert, I don't know, what do you call them? I don't know what you call them. But, so he needs artwork for that. So I still I need to do that too. And I'll do it when I can. But yeah, I don't want to do too many commissions because, you know, I want to focus on Shadow Sentry. I want to get this done in a timely manner and not be late. So I'll fit it in when I can, but obviously a week-long commission is gonna be hefty, and I just gotta bust a move and get it done. Yeah. Volume 2 is an adrenaline rush, and Volume 3 will be insane. Nice. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get my hands on Volume 1. So Volume 2 offered with... No, Volume 2 is going to be its own campaign, right? But Volume 1 was offered with Graveyard Shift. Is that how that works? So if I want number 1, is that going to be offered with USA Assassin number 2? I'm just curious. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get my hands on it, because I want to. So yeah, please let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, I dig Assassins, and I dig your style. So, all right, so let me do the iPod here. Doing a little angle on it. Volume 1 will come out soon as a campaign its own. All right, cool. Okay, so the one that's going to come out, that'll be Volume 1. That's not Volume 2. Is that correct? Because I signed up for the pre-campaign page thing for that. So that's cool then. So that way I won't miss out. But because it was already released with Graveyard Shift, I guess people will be getting a copy kind of before everybody else then. Is that correct? All right. So is Shadow Sentry going to have a second issue, Eric? If so, will it be a continuation of issue number 1 for most part, or do its own thing and introduce new characters and stories? So book 2 will be a continuation of book 1. Yes, indeed. And then after that, so pretty much, you know, like the first story will be contained in book 1 and 2, and then after that, it'll still continue, but it'll just be like, you know, a different story. Yep, new characters, and just kind of building on the universe. Doing some more backstory, Commander Noble, and all that stuff. And yeah, so something like that. I think that kind of gets the action going, maybe something like that. It's been knocked out of his hands. All right, so this dude gotta do Mr. Security Guard. Trying to introduce a little. Oh, nice. Thank you, Mike McMahon. See, you're a mod, so you can put in links. Check that out. Thank you, sir. Yeah, guys, go check out the pre-campaign page for USA Assassin. Sign up for it, and you can check out some of Mike's work. What was I gonna say? I forget. Oh, you know, I'm trying to introduce some you know, some comedy in here, some comedic things. So this is one of them. You got the security guard here. He's kind of like not even really interested that these boys are messing around, about to start fighting. He's got his phone out and he can care less. He's like, "Shut up, sit down, stop it," and that's pretty much it. So I hope that comes across. And let's see. I really need to get a reference photo for this security guard. But I'll just double check before I go to ink and change anything that I need to. But you know, security guards have that certain kind of look. So I want to make sure he looks very security guardy. And especially the hat. Some of those old looking cop hats are kind of funky, weird to draw. They got the brim and then the thing in the back. So I want everything to look good. So I will double check that. But that's the quick version. Shadow Sentry crossovers with Cyberfrog or even USA Assassin or even Lone Star or Graveyard Shift. Yeah, you know, I'm totally up for anything. The Shadow Sentry. Now hold on, is he gonna have sleeves or no? No sleeves. I'll just do his arms. The Shadow Sentry world, I think, would definitely fit in with, you know, a Lone Star, even Graveyard Shift, most likely. Although I have not read Graveyard Shift. I haven't gotten any of those. I need to get some of those. I like John's work, but I've not gotten any yet. So, but because, you know, like, I think the idea is, you know, Mike Miller's got kind of like vampire characters and stuff. Malin's got the old school, you know, like Frankenstein. It's got vampires in it, stuff like that. And then, you know, the Graveyard Shift characters, they all have, you know, similar things going on. And Shadow Sentry definitely kind of gets into that type of stuff. So, yeah. So I think it definitely could work. Because, you know, some worlds, you know, might not fit with others just right. So, but I think it definitely could. I'd be up for it. But, you know, it's one of those things. We'll have to see. You know, like Packin's Land is kind of like a different world altogether. So, you know, would it work with that? Probably not. You know, but
then again, you never know. So, security dog is on his phone here. I don't know if I could do it, but it'd be funny if I put like a little, he's like playing a game or something on his phone. Do like words with friends. Right, Mike? Words with friends. Mike creamed me in a game of words with friends with his stupid Jinx or Jin's 102 points. What was that? Holy crap. He got a triple word and a triple letter on me with his J. Still sad about it. But anyway, I've got like tons of word with friends games going. Mike's a pro. Don't play him. You should ask them if they want to cross over with Shadow Sentry. Yeah, I totally could. I'm just right now. I'm just like more focused on getting book 1 done, and then we'll see where we go from here. But you never know, because book 1 and 2 is going to be like the first story arc. I think I want to get that done first before I go all crazy with doing that stuff. That's just me, but we shall see. All right. Not trying to make Homeboy look like a too muscle bound, just a little bit. That should work. Something like that. All right, Mike. Gotta go eat with the fam. Sounds good, man. See you on the flip side. Enjoy lunch. Enjoy lunch. And is that, yeah, it's not exactly centered. Let me make this little, hold on a second. Had to redo our camera after the gooseneck broke, so I apologize if it's a little off. There we go, that should be a little better. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of where it was before, I think. Alright, I gotta get closer now. Let's see here. Dude's nose. There we go. And another reason I'm using a ballpoint pen is because if I do pencil and I scan it in, you could see it, but I feel like the pen you could see better. And so when I do the blue lines on the 11x17 artboard, the pen just shows up better. And so kind of helps a little bit with that. Easier to see, easier to, ink over. I'm gonna do some table maintenance here. Put all my stuff back where it belongs. There we go. I usually have like 5 rulers, erasers, then 5 pens, and it gets kind of cluttered. So every now and then I need to reset.
declutter. There we go. Take a drink. There we go. All right. What happened? What happened? What happened? What did I miss? What happened? Did something happen? Is the stream still going? Are we good? Are we good? I was fixing my camera. And then I had to fix my table. But I am back. I am back. Hopefully you can see and hear me. Hold on, let me see something real quick. They're talking about drawn and quartered tonight. Let's see what the topic is, shall we? Let's see what it is. Come on. Where you at? Tweeters. Twitter. Is it Storm? Okay. We don't have a theme yet. Right. We're going in blind, but yes, I'm up for drawn and quartered tonight. I'm down. What be the theme? All right, thank you. Sorry about that there. Cool. Nighthawk, you okay? Is everything good now? I don't know what happened either. You gotta tell me what happened. I went out earlier to the Tractor Supply and I got some more chicken feed and stuff. We were down to the last bit on the chicken food, so I had to get some more of that. And yeah, we went out Sunday, did a big old Costco run, and got toilet paper. Yeah. And yeah, so I haven't been going out too much, but I did go out today, and I went out on Sunday. I gotta figure out if he has a, I don't know if they have the badge thing on their hat too. I gotta look at that. Gotta get a reference for that. And then, obviously, let me find my vanishing point here, and I'll throw in some lines. Oh, let me go back to YouTube so I can see what you're saying. Yep, still don't know what happened. Let me see if it's playing, right? Is it playing? Looks like it's playing. Yeah, it's playing. Cool. Well, hopefully it's going. The stream is still going. So, throwing in some background here. My vanishing point will be like over here. Something like that. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, something like that. Yeah, that'll work. Just draw a little bit of the desk. He's got a... See, that's different than that, though. Why is that different? When I originally did it, I had super duper extreme. Hold on a second. Let me figure out. Why is it different? So that should be... Yeah, that should be like that. So this is more of an extreme vanishing point. So this should be more like this. The desk in front of him, some stuff, some buttons. Yeah, so I kind of... For some reason... Hold on a second. For some reason, I have two sets of background lines. I don't know why. Doodly 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 doo. Is it possible to have two sets of perspective lines going in the same picture? I think so. I don't know. But we'll just stick with the 1. Because if he's at a desk, the desk could be on one plane, but then, no, see, it could have, all right, it'd have to be the same horizon line, but there could be different points on the same horizon line. So yeah, so you could have a little bit different varying perspectives or perspective lines, but they would be on the same horizon line. You can't have 2 different horizon lines. That wouldn't work. But if I had the background on a different vanishing point than this desk, that could work. And I think that's what I did. So I had the desk here, and then I had the background stuff. I got these lights at a different perspective. I think that's what I did. So I will go with that. I can do that. As long as it's on the same horizon line, we're good. Can't mess with that. So there's a light, and then there'll be a what are the background lines for? Oh, so this is the security guard is sitting at his security desk, and so the perspective lines and stuff. This is for his little monitor. They got the security cameras and stuff, and just stuff to show it's a security station, if that makes sense. And then my handy ruler for drawing straight lines. So then obviously there'll just be background stuff. Here will be a door with a window. I like to keep backgrounds a little on the simpler side, not overdo it. So let's do